How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Digital Live series. This is our first one in 2026. Our first little stretch of Digital Lives for the 2026 season. This is going to be the winter one, and then we're going to go into the summer once the internship gets rolling, and then we'll have a fall one. And I'm your host, Zach, joined by my co-host, Lale, as usual. And we have some guests today that have been with the clinic last summer, and they are continuing to get opportunities in the community. And we are really excited to be talking with them today. Please welcome in Aaron Davis and Dylan Lieckfelt.
Thank you so much for being here, Aaron and Dylan. We're really looking forward to this conversation, and thanks for everyone for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat, and we'll get to it during our Q&A section. So, Aaron and Dylan, would you guys mind telling us a little bit about yourselves and what you guys do professionally?
Yeah, like Zach said, my name is Aaron Davis. I'm a junior at Eastern Michigan University. I'm majoring in marketing. It's been a great experience so far. I'm also taking classes for graphic design, so I'm trying to, mix those together to get some digital marketing going on. I have professional experience in video creation and event planning.
And then I'm Dylan. I'm a marketing and a computer informational systems double major. Right now, I'm working on a little side project that we'll get into a little bit later. And then I'm also taking up a job with Align Athlete, where I'm a marketing and a technology specialist for my employer, Mark Theismeyer.
That's super cool. You guys are definitely ambitious out there getting your school and job stuff. Lots of experience between the both of you, so we're super excited to hear about that. And yeah, so thank you, bud. I will try to get that fixed. So essentially what we will be doing today, we'll be asking them 3 questions. And yeah, so kicking things off, Aaron and Dylan, just tell us a little bit about your experience from the past summer. You guys were both interns with different companies, but you guys had similar experiences. So just kind of explain to us what your expectations were going into the clinic and what were your takeaways following the clinic. This could be like career stuff or like, what you did on the job or just community stuff. All this, like, what did you think would happen when you went in, and what were your takeaways?
Yeah, going into the internship, I expected something similar to how Professor Bud had his Google Ads class set up. But I even got a greater experience than that. So many people helped me out. The company I worked with was Better Place Studios. I had a great boss there, Vanessa, and I had a great team member, Nada. We did a lot of good work together, and the internship had a lot of good mentors that was helping me out and just getting me through the internship. And it was a good experience.
Yeah, no, it was a really enjoyable experience. I was partnered with Giggle, where I did more so of like the tech side of things. I worked a lot on their website, did some SEO stuff for them, Google Analytics, all of that. But going into the internship, I honestly didn't really know what to expect. I kind of just stumbled upon the digital summer clinic at a job fair, and then I was like, "Oh, you guys pay $19 an hour? That sounds pretty good to me." And then I looked a little bit more into it online. I sent out what I thought was a Hail Mary of an application to get into the program. I didn't think I was going to make it at all. And then I made it into the program and then started my first day being like, I have no idea what's going on. I know what I've been communicated with. I've looked into it a little bit, but I have no clue because I had no clue who my company was going to be in any of that. Luckily, it all worked out really well. And I'm actually still connected with my company CEO, Sierra Lambert. We still talk. Great company, Giggle. I've loved working for them. And it offered me every experience I've gotten so far. So the digital summer clinic did me very well.
Thanks for sharing, guys. It sounds like you guys had great experiences. And I'm glad that you guys touched on kind of the community aspect of what the program gives you guys. That even though it's an internship, it's a job, but you're leaving here with really good support and lifelong connections that hopefully you can utilize in your futures. So my next question for you guys is, what is some advice or tips that you guys have for future interns or people are looking to apply?
I recommend that they just communicate well with mentors, with their teammate, and with the company they're working with. Don't be afraid to talk to anyone. Everybody is willing to help you out with anything you need.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Something that I wish I did better on when I first got into the clinic was making like connections with LinkedIn and everything. The summer clinic has so many guest speakers come in, whether it's the Detroit Pistons, whether it's Google, Pinterest. There are so many different companies that Bud, for some reason, just knows, and he does really good at getting those all the interns connected to people in those companies. But unfortunately, I won't lie, for like that first half of the internship, I kind of just stayed in the back and floated. And whenever someone came in to speak, I just listened to them, took some notes, and left. I definitely regret not connecting with them because as I've grown professionally, I've made posts through my LinkedIn and all of my like more professional platforms. And I really wish some of those people from those really big companies could just stumble upon it like that. So I definitely regret not getting into contact with as many people as I could.
I definitely agree with you in that sense. Like there are so many people that are in the DSC like community umbrella, and you never quite know who's going to be in there. And when it's like when you get somebody as like your like when they have like a really cool panelist that you just like love hearing from, I think it's like just like so important to just like connect with them. It's just like it shows that you have initiative, and it proves to yourself a little bit that you have what it takes to kind of do some networking and kind of show that you're interested in something. And I feel like it is kind of easy just to go to the all hands meetings and just go listen and then immediately leave. But I feel like going that extra mile and just like networking with the speakers or even just networking with like each other, like it's just super like I networked with you guys like a lot during the summer too. Like it's just that's how like you build connections that last. And I feel like especially for the interns, we're all working like towards the same goal, even if we're in slightly different like fields. And that being like we're just trying to like build our careers, get connections, all this type of stuff. So I feel like, even if like some like, it's just you need to like show that you're like passionate, and then other people will kind of pick up on that too. And so our third question, and I know you guys have been making a lot of moves after your time with the DSC. So tell us a little bit about what both of you guys are doing, how you're continuing to grow and get opportunities following the clinic.
Yeah, so one big opportunity that fell in both me and Dylan's lap was working with Cheryl at the College of Business at Eastern. Right now, we're promoting an event that we have. We're having Courtney. She's a speaker that's known nationally, and she's gonna come in on MLK week, and she's gonna speak to all the students that come in about leadership, her story, just stuff like that to empower students. And it's going to be a really nice event. So I hope some students show up.
Yeah. I'm also working on that project, but besides that, other things that I've been doing, I got a part-time job with this company called Align Athlete, which was another company in the digital summer clinic. I'm currently working for them as a marketing and technology specialist. So I'm doing all of their website work. I'm doing a lot of their email communications, everything on Instagram, Facebook, etc. So that's some really valuable experience that I'm getting right now. Another thing that I've just started, a little bit more disconnected from the digital summer clinic, but I've actually taken on a tutor position with EMU, where I'm going to be a data statistics tutor. So wish me luck there. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And then, yeah, like my partner Aaron was saying, me and him have been in charge of the marketing for this year's DEI event with Courtney Smith. She is the CEO of Detroit Phoenix Center. She is a EMU alumni and a Harvard alumni, which I could never even imagine. She majored in sociology, so we're really excited to have her come in and talk about, well, the social dynamics of the entire world, something she's pretty good at, as you would guess as a sociology major. The event's actually going to be next week on the 21st, and it's going to be from 5 to 6:30 at the EMU Student Center in room 310.
Yeah, so that's super cool. If you guys, if anybody watching is interested in that, go to that talk. And I think that's it goes to show, the importance of just like continuing to like build your experience, because you never know what it'll turn into. Like I know it's just that you just have to take the first step into like being like an intern. Starting at the Digital Summer Clinic is a great way to start. And you guys have just been able to continue. And even like Dylan, like you said, with Align Athlete, you're still kind of in the Digital Summer Clinic umbrella, because I don't know if they'll be coming back next year or not, but like it's super cool to like see the relationship between the interns, the companies, and then like obviously like the mentors and Bud and people like that. So it's super cool how everything kind of blends together. And especially with like the EMU connection. I think that's just everybody is kind of aware of the clinic from like, especially like on the faculty side, people have heard of it. So if you say, you're from the clinic, it does open up more opportunities, which I think is super cool.
I was just going to say, yeah, for sure opens up more opportunities. That's all.
Yeah, definitely. So now it's time to transition to the Q&A portion of the live. And we do have one question in the chat from Bud. He asks, how did both of you connect with the other interns?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. At the Summer Digital Clinic, how I connected with, well, I already knew one of the interns going in. So, my first connection was, just keep in contact with them. And then with my team member at the internship, just got their contact information, was doing meetings with her and Vanessa at Better Place Studios. And then we just slowly started building a relationship. We were even getting each other's gifts for like, the end of the internship. And we built a strong connection.
I definitely primarily used LinkedIn to connect with other interns pretty much as soon as Bud was like, all interns need a LinkedIn. That was the point where I was like, all right, that means I need everyone's LinkedIn too. Yeah. So slowly just try to add everyone as I saw them just pop up on LinkedIn, just try to grow that. My actual partner for the internship, Samantha Phillips, I actually knew her before the internship, and she was, I had a few classes with her. So I knew her beforehand. So meeting up with her again in the clinic was really funny, and there was a good laughing topic. But yeah, no, I primarily use LinkedIn to connect with other interns.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And that's the point of like LinkedIn, to like just connect with everybody. Because I know they put together a list of like all the interns and all of their like headshots with their LinkedIn. And just like you, I went through and added basically everybody on there. So just because you just like you never know, who's gonna like appear in the future, kind of like what you said with like Sam, like. And she's still appearing in my classes. Like she emailed me yesterday because she saw that I was in one of her classes, and she found the book or whatever and sent it. Networking goes very far. Okay, even if it's not with jobs, it's just community building, relationship building. Just right. you getting these connections and relationships with basically just a community. I think the Digital Summer Clinic does that perfectly. So. And we also have a comment from Sufyan. It's not a question, but he's just quickly shouting out Dylan, Aaron, and the field manager. You rock. So you rock too, Sufyan. Thank you for that.
We love you.
All right. So
real quick, just to add to Dylan's point earlier about how he wished he connected more with the speakers, don't be afraid, and this is to anyone, don't be afraid to continue to add those people on LinkedIn and send them a quick note and mention that you saw them at our meetings, you really liked what they had to say, because even though you didn't connect with them in person, you can still do it digitally on LinkedIn. And once you reference where you met them, they're still going to be open to talking to you and potentially meeting up with you for a coffee chat or giving you some type of advice later on the line.
yeah, absolutely. Just super, super important stuff. So yeah, that's gonna do it for us though today. So before we wrap up, I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned into our digital live today and left us comments and questions.
Yes, and thank you so much, Aaron and Dylan, for joining us. We really loved having you and hearing your guys' insights. For everyone else, make sure you tune in to our next digital live Monday on the 19th. It'll be at 5:30, and we can't wait to see you guys there.
All right. Thank you for having me.